Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to dive into Hourglass Cosmetics today. I've only tried 2 other products from Hourglass, and that was from their brow line. I fell in love with it so much that I was really tempted to try more from the line. They offered 2 different foundations, which we are going to test try today and see our first impressions. One is the foundation stick, the other one is a skin tint. I will also be showing you a lip kit from their Holiday Ghost collection, as well as one of their more famous scattered glitter eyeshadows. So stay tuned to see my first impressions and how it applies, especially how it applies and settles on dry skin. So to start, I just primed my skin with my Olay Regenerous whipped cream. I love this stuff. I've been using it in the morning and night, and it just is so creamy and rich, and I really think it has helped hydrate my dry skin. The next product I'm going to use is also Olay. It is their depuffing eye roller. This is so amazing. I bring this with me when I travel on the airplane. It has these really cool little micro beads that when you roll it on your eyes, it just helps to move any of that puffiness or liquid inside. And both of these products will not break the bank, especially compared to other eye creams that can cost upwards of $100. So I think you cannot go wrong with this. And I also applied my Maybelline Master Primer. This one is aimed towards hydrating your skin. So to start, I purchased 2 different Hourglass foundations. The first was the stick. This is their Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. It will run you $46. I believe the shade I got is Porcelain, yes. I used the shade finder on Sephora, and I always find that it suggests a shade that's a little too dark. So whatever shade it suggests, I just go lighter, 1 or 2 shades, and by looking at it, I think I did the right choice. This says it's long wearing, full coverage, and waterproof, and it is this brand is vegan, cruelty free, gluten free, and it's free of like parabens and mineral oils, so it is a better brand for your skin. That's why I'm so excited to try it, and I hope it works out. So the next product I got under the foundation from Hourglass was their Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint. This will run you $56. I got this because it had hyaluronic acid, which helps your skin's moisture. So I ordered this in the shade Shell. So let's see if we made the right choice. Here is the consistency. It's not dripping down. It's not super watery, which I actually thought it would be more on the liquid side. I actually think that it is a good color. It's blending in with my neck, which you always want to match your foundations to your neck because that's your true undertone. It is thicker than I thought it would be. Just gonna go in with my fingers first, and then I can clean it up with my brush. So I just finished blending it in. It blended really nice. I don't notice where my dry skin is targeted here. I don't notice that it's caking too much. It actually has a bit of a sheen to it, which is nice. And once again, I had the color Shell. I'm pretty happy with it. I still see redness coming through and some blemishes, so I do think if you get this product, you are going to have to go back in with a concealer. I'm actually going to use that foundation stick to target where I need more of a full coverage. First of all, let's swatch it here. I think that the color is probably an even better pick than the skin tint. It's not as pinky, where the skin tint might have had a little more bit of a cool tone in it. So I'm just gonna apply. If you watch the video, they just kind of did 3 swatches here and there. So I'm just gonna apply a few where I think I need a little more full coverage. It's like painting with geometric triangles with this. And let's see how it blends in. Seems to be blending okay. Let me blend this. I think the color match is really good. It is a little harder to blend than the skin tint because it is a stick and it is thicker. Finish blending it in. I actually went back in here to try to use it as a concealer. I think it worked really good. I think the color's great. One thing I love about it is it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing a mask, and I feel like my skin can still breathe. I am noticing right here on my nose, which is always dry, especially on the tip, that it is settling a little bit and looking a little dry, but that's always a really hard area for me, so I'm just going to pat it with my hands and let some of that natural oil try to help it. I don't notice that it's settling too much in any other lines right now, but we will be doing an all-day wear test to see how it wears. So let's move on to the next product. Right now I'm just going to kind of go over with a loose, not a loose, but a pressed Maybelline Super Stay. It says it's full coverage, but I'm not sure if it's really full coverage for me. But I'm just going to go over it just to kind of set the foundation a little bit. Next, we're going to move on to eyebrows, and I have to say their eyebrow pencil is what got me hooked on trying more from this brand. I was a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury's eyebrow pencil until I tried this, and I just felt like it glided a little bit easier and the color was a better match for me. So this is their Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil, and this will run you $34. And I will say my shade is Platinum Blonde. So this for me, it just glided really fantastic, and what sold me over this product from my other favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury, was it went on a little bit lighter. It's kind of more buildable, so you can build to a darker finish if you want, but for people with lighter brows, sometimes building to a darker finish, it just looks too painted on and not natural. So I love that this is buildable. Another product that is probably my second favorite from this brand is their volumizing fiber gel for the eyebrows. I've tried other fiber gels and I just felt like when you take the wand out, there's no product on it. It didn't transfer good to my eyebrows, but this is so fantastic because of the design of the brush. So one end is a thicker, longer brush, and the other end is shorter, so you can choose to go on with a thicker gel or a shorter. And I actually found that this product, it's filled with product. It's not like other ones where you're wondering where the product was, and it does help to build volume in your brows. So I'm first gonna go in with the long end. And I don't notice, you know, they call this a gel, but I don't notice that it makes my eyebrows hard. So if you are looking for more sculpting, you might want to go back over with a gel, just a clear gel. But if you're someone that has thinner eyebrows, I think this is really worth a try. So next from their brand is their Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. It's a pot style, so you have to use a brush or a finger to dip it in. I got it in the color Vivid, which was more a green shade. First impressions, it is smaller. When I compare it to the Charlotte Tilbury pot here, you can see a noticeable difference. It's about, it looks like half the product size, so that's a little disappointing. And it looked really green online. When I open it, it seems to be more of a kind of a gold with a rusted green. I'll do a swatch for you, so I am hoping that it does come out more green. So let's give it a try. Here is a swatch of it. So it definitely is not as thick and creamy as the Charlotte Tilbury. It picks up lighter, but hopefully that will make it easy to build up your shade. Where I find with the Charlotte Tilbury cream, it kind of goes on and really thick and pigmented, which is great if you're looking for that, but you don't really need to build that one up. So if you're looking for a light dusting, this might be a good choice. I'm just gonna go all over my lid. So it is a bit green. I have to say it's not as green as the photos online, but it definitely is not a pure gold. It spreads very easily, so it's great to blend it out. And it really is a gorgeous color. I'm just going to go in with my smudger brush. So next we're going to move on to lips. I purchased one of their holiday collections. It's from their Ghost collection, and I got it in the color Confession. So my first thoughts is, I knew online when this came it was going to be a thinner lipstick, but this is very thin. It is very tiny for the price. So $36. The good thing about it was that this collection came with a refill, so it has a nice neutral color and a red. We'll see what they look like, but this is very tiny. It actually, when I take it out and look at it, it reminds me of like a mini lipstick that you get, but it's just longer, where mini probably stops halfway. So I hope that this is worth the $36 for the lipstick and the refill. So here is a swatch test of the lipsticks. The top, the more neutral color is called I Cherish, and the red color is called You Inspire. I don't really usually go with that bright of a red. Tone-wise, I would say it's actually pretty neutral red. It doesn't look like it has too many cool or warm undertones in it. But I will try both on so you can see what they look like. It did glide on very easy on my hand, and it does feel creamy. So let's see how it goes on the lips. So first I'm going to try the You Inspire. I actually think that the tanner color I Cherish is going to be more of my color. But I have a bit of red going on today, so let's see. Wow. First thoughts, it's very dark for me. Now that I have it up next to my earrings, which are more of a true red, I would say this is almost more of a berry red. It feels good, but I've noticed after I've rubbed my lips together just twice, 2 or 3 times, that it's kind of taken away from that inner part of the lip and leaving more of a line. I was hoping with this dark color I could just do 1 or 2 swipes, rub it in, and kind of make it look more like a stain. I'm not loving this color, at least not for me. So let's go in with the I Cherish and see what that looks like. So I'm back with I Cherish. Let's see how this goes. It's almost like a perfect neutral for my lips. It does feel creamy. It's more on the thicker side. I will see how it wears, if it stays on throughout eating and drinking. I'm not sure if I'm in love with this product. I just feel like it feels so small for the price. It does feel nice on my lips, but as I said with the red color, when I rubbed my lips together a few times, I already noticed that it was fading on the inner. But with the tan, it doesn't seem like it's fading. I mean, it is a beautiful color. I definitely prefer this color over the deeper, winier shades. So let's see how this wears. So I've just finished applying all the makeup from Hourglass, the foundation, the eyeshadow, the eyebrow, and the lipstick. Just after applying it already, I do not notice that it is caking in any areas. It did give me a nice, I would say more of like a medium coverage. It doesn't feel super thick, like a full coverage, but I love the feeling. I really don't feel like I'm wearing too much foundation on my face. My skin feels like it can breathe. So I think we will check back in with you guys more near the end of the day to see how the makeup has held up. Hey guys, it's time to check in and see how the makeup has held up. So first, let's start with the foundation. I noticed when looking close, there's only a slight bit of caking near some lines, but my driest area is here. It has not caked up a lot, which I'm really happy about because A lot of other foundations, I wear them and then within 2 or 3 hours it's all caked and you kind of have to rub it in and reapply. So this is what the foundation looks like. I have not had to reapply it at all and I'm very happy with that. Looking back at the before and after video, I don't think I would continue using the skin tint. When I saw what it looked like just after I applied it, I still had a lot of pink popping through and I definitely couldn't just grab and go that skin tint and leave the house. I feel like I would need something a little more to cover up the redness and blemishes, and for the price it just was not worth it for me. But the foundation stick I really loved. It did go on very buttery and smooth. You did have to press a little bit more rubbing it in because it is a stick, but I actually didn't mind it. I'm really happy with the stick foundation. The color was a perfect match for me. So make sure you find that match, but I just am really happy with it. It doesn't feel like I have foundation on, which I love. I hate when it feels like you have a thick mask on and I just can't wait to get home to wash it off. So the foundation stick I will definitely continue using. Let's talk about the eyeshadow. I did notice that it faded slightly, but it's still there. It's a really natural eyeshadow. It's not a dark, dense pigment, but I think for every day it is just a gorgeous neutral color. It does have a lot of glitter in it, but I didn't notice that any of that glitter fell, so that's a bonus. So let's mention the lipsticks. That was the one product that I was really disappointed with. I noticed that after I ate and drank, the product just was not there anymore. It does say it is more of a long-lasting lipstick, but it did not survive an eating and drinking test. So that's probably the one product that I really did not like and I definitely won't continue buying and using. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Hourglass Cosmetics. Comment below if you want to see any specific brands and see especially how they held up on drier skin.